Android's new ice cream sandwich OS is leaked, and we have video. Facebook's Spartan project is leaked. Flickr for Android is here, and our first What's on Your homepage with YouTuber Ty Moss, today on App Judgment. This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Audible. Welcome to App Judgment, your source for mobile application news and reviews. I'm Jackie Talbot.
And I'm Anthony Carboni. Jackie, what is on your home screen?
You know, I actually use a lot of folders, so I have all folders on my home screen. What's on yours?
It's a home screen full of folders.
Yeah, you know what? I'm super organized and OCD.
It's fear of commitment, I think. Mine is mostly camera apps and Twitter.
Oh, typical.
Which should come as no surprise to anybody who watches the show.
Exactly.
Later on in this episode, Mauricio Balvanera is going to chat with Ty Moss, who's the host of Revision 3's new show, Ty's iHelp, to find out what homepage apps he's currently sporting. But first, let's run through some of the top mobile app news that you clicked on over at twitter.com/appjudgment. Okay, so first, an ice cream sandwich video surfaces online, and developers confirm its authenticity.
That is right.
This is cool.
So some dude's like, what's up, eBay? I'm going to buy a Google or a Nexus S. And turns out the newest version of Android software is on there.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't even know how that happens.
So anyway, everybody was like, fake, because it's the internet. This looks shopped. And, but his phone was remote wiped.
Right.
Supposedly by Google.
It was real. If you want to check it out, there's a 2-minute silent video.
Yeah.
On it shows the camera and different features you can see, and looks pretty fancy schmancy.
It does.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, and speaking of leaks, screenshots of Facebook's Project Spartan are leaked.
Here we go.
We saw these pictures that were quickly taken down of the new HTML5 mobile thing for Facebook.
Yeah, so this is their complete HTML5 mobile rewrite, which is supposed to make everything prettier and faster and working and
it definitely
lovely.
Does. It looks like an update. If you guys have checked out the pictures, it looks like a nice revamp. But the thing is that it's going to be HTML5, which should be a lot smoother.
Yep. And we'll all find out next week when they actually release it and announce it.
That's right.
Stoked. Finally, Flickr for Android is out, and it has real-time sharing.
This is super interesting.
Super interesting. This is basically Flickr saying, hey, you know what Android doesn't have that people want? Instagram. So let's just put Instagram into our app.
So the app looks like Instagram. I haven't...
Or Pick Please or one of those other apps,
anyone
to be
that
fair.
You can add filters and that kind of thing too. So does it just uses the same, I assume, your Flickr
Yeah. So
account?
you log into your Flickr account, and when you choose to take a picture, you get these post-processing filters. It goes right up to Flickr. This is kind of cool because it's going to make Flickr relevant in a way that it hasn't been in a few years. I think people don't think much about Flickr anymore.
Yeah, we've had lots of discussions about how we all feel about Flickr, and it's kind of divided. So we'll see if this.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: this new version of Flickr, if I had an Android device still, this is what I would use to take pictures.
Oh yeah, totally. It was built into my last Android device, and I was kind of not the app obviously, but Flickr itself. So definitely be using that.
Yeah. Check it out if you're on Android.
Yeah.
So quickly running through the top mobile updates and releases from the past couple of days. Oregon Trail for iOS is free for a limited time. Grab yourself some computer lab nostalgia right now. 9mm HD in the Android market lives up to the hype. This is a good-looking third-person shooter from Gameloft.
Yeah.
Good week for third-person shooters because Shadowgun for iOS is out today. Some of the most amazing graphics I have ever seen. Very much a Gears of War-alike that is totally worth picking up.
That's awesome, yeah. And Minecraft's Facebook update reads, yikes, we found a nasty bug in Minecraft Pocket Edition that needs to be fixed before release. I'm not sure it will come out today. Sad face.
Sad face.
Wah, wah. Thanks to Dominic Bartle for catching this update. And Dragon Go for iOS now supports Spotify and Netflix. And Quora, the site that provides great answers on a wide range of topics, is now on iOS.
Lots of good updates this week.
There's a lot of fun things, so check all those out.
Yeah, send us some of your favorite new apps for both Android and iOS on Twitter, Facebook, and in the comments below.
Or email us at appjudgment@revision3.com. Coming up, Mauricio chats home screen apps with the mastermind behind Ty's iHelp. But first, Annie has an Amazon Kindle Fire question for you.
Would you call it a burning question, Jackie?
It might be smoking.
Hey AJ crew, so earlier today we tweeted out this video. We begin with a simple rustic inkwell, a calligraphy pen carefully moving across a gently yellowed, high-quality cardstock page. A quote from a classic poet, alphanumeric buttons, it's a printing press. What could this product possibly be? Clue, it's hidden in the Voltaire quote, and it's another Kindle, the Kindle Fire. Get it? But this one has, get this, color and movies, music, apps, games, reading, and more. All for $1.99. So at this point, we should all know to take the phrase iPad killer with a grain of salt. But I wanted to see what you guys think about this. Does the Kindle Fire have anything the iPad doesn't, or vice versa? And more importantly, do you want one? Let us know on Facebook, Twitter, or below in the YouTube comments, or catch me personally on Twitter at Annie Gauss. See you there. Audible.com is the leading provider of downloadable digital audiobooks and spoken word entertainment. Audible has over 100,000 titles to choose from to be downloaded to your iPod or MP3 player and played back anywhere at any time. Choose from books in every genre: science fiction, history, drama, thrillers, comedy, and more. Audiobooks from Audible are amazing if you want to get your reading time in, but don't have a ton of time to actually sit down and stare at a page. You can take them on the bus, you can take them on the road. These are super convenient to get your reading in. Go to audiblepodcast.com/appjudgment for a free download today. Again, go to audible.com/appjudgment for your free audiobook.
Our guest today is Ty Moss, a new face here on the Revision 3 network, but you may already know him from his popular YouTube show, Ty's iPhone Help. His new show, which just launched today on Revision 3, is called Ty's iHelp and has expanded to cover everything from Apple products, jailbreaks, unlocks, Cydia tweaks, apps, product reviews, rumors, roundups, hacks, and much, much more. Ty, you are like the iOS jack of all trades.
I know a lot about it.
Awesome, awesome. So I've been checking out your first few episodes, and your latest one is the iOS 5 rumor roundup, and you got some really good information in there. I don't know if you want to give us a little sneak peek of some of those.
Well, I think the new iPhone, now it's looking like it's going to be just an iPhone 4S upgrade.
Yeah.
In my video, I talk about there's been lots of cases released with a teardrop design. It's thinner.
Yeah.
That's for the new iPhone 5 that may end up getting pushed back until 2012, though, which would suck, but may happen.
Yeah, those cases are kind of a big leak. You could say, I guess, that that those could be fake, those could be a false, lead to some of these manufacturers, but there's a lot of them out there, so it looks like we're going to have a bigger iPhone 5 in our hands soon.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well, let's actually check out a little clip from your latest episode here.
Now let's talk specs. The new iPhone will feature Apple's A5 processor and 1 gig of RAM. It's not confirmed yet, but they may have a Qualcomm Gobi-based chip which works with CDMA and GSM networks. For you noobs out there, that means AT&T and Verizon. Now let's talk about the models that they may or may not release. Lately, rumors have been saying there's going to be 2 iPhones announced at their next event. The newly designed iPhone 5 and or the new iPhone 4S, which would be a cheaper iPhone 4 with upgraded specs and possibly prepaid. But in the last few days, reports are that they're not going to announce 2 new iPhones at their next event.
All right, lots of good iPhone 5 roundup info there. Make sure you all check out and subscribe to his channel. Well, Ty, you're officially our first guest in the segment we like to call What's on Your Homepage? And the idea being that your homepage is essentially made up of applications that you access more often than others. And you're kind of a little purist here. You're kind of half and half, stock applications and downloaded applications.
Yeah, I got a lot of the stock applications just because I think they work good and I use them all the time, like my text messages, calendar, photos, camera, YouTube, maps. You got to have all those, and then Maps, Safari and email.
Maps, I think, is my most used application still.
I use it sometimes, but it could be way better.
Yeah. But you do have some actually really cool applications, and I wanted to start with one that I hadn't heard of before. You tipped me off to it, and this is Snooze. Tell us a little bit about Snooze.
Yeah, it's like an alarm application that if you hit the snooze button on it, it's going to donate money. I think it only donates like 25 cents, so it's not a big amount. But I really like the idea. It kind of like forces you to get up in the morning. But the only thing I didn't like about the app is you actually have to have it open while you're sleeping. Yeah. So if you have it locked, if you have your phone locked while the app's open, just sends you a push notification, which definitely doesn't wake me up. I don't think it donates though with the push notification.
Oh, that's a bummer. But it's a great idea, and it's actually it makes you feel not so bad about sleeping in the morning. There's lots of so some of the organizations you can donate to: Action Against Hunger, the Asperger's Syndrome Association, Business Center for New Americans, City Harvest. There's tons and tons of people, organizations that you can donate to. So it's actually a pretty good cause and a great idea. You got a little bit of your social network going on, of course. You got your Twitter and your Facebooks on that front page. So.
Yeah, I have to have those. I couldn't live without social networks. I'm addicted to Twitter and kind of have to use Facebook.
Right. Now some people have been complaining that Facebook has been a little glitchy lately, and the rumor is that they're in the process of sort of updating compatibility with the new timeline feature, which came out this past week. Facebook's always been glitchy, both on Android and iOS. So I don't know if you've run into any issues.
No, I always have problems with my Facebook app. I have to like force quit it all the time. But yeah, I actually have the new timeline, not the new timeline, but like how they changed the recent stories and all that.
Yeah,
I have that, but I don't really care for it. I just really have friends and family on there. That's all I really care about.
Good for you. All right, we've got some classics here. Pandora. I mean, this is a must-have application for everyone.
Yeah, I use it to discover my new music. That's like I've got so many new songs just from listening to Pandora and like getting similar artists and similar songs.
Yeah, I totally agree. I really do use it as a discovery tool. The idea is to put in an artist that you're familiar with, and I'm more excited about the artists that are going to pop up that I've never heard of than hearing the familiar. I want to hear the unfamiliar, and Pandora's always been fantastic about that. Now they've just updated their website to HTML5, so I think it's about time they update their app too, don't you think?
Yeah, it could have a new look to it.
Yeah, it's gone a little stale, I think.
Yeah.
But it still works.
Switching to Spotify.
Yeah, have you done that actually?
No, I actually use Spotify on my computer.
Okay.
And like, I was kind of skeptical to use it at first, but once I like started using it, I'm using the free version, and I love it. Like as soon as my free period runs out, I'm 100% subscribing to Spotify. I love it.
Is that going to bump out Pandora from your front page?
Maybe not, because I don't really use Pandora to listen to music that much. I mean, I do obviously, but I use it to discover new music. Okay. All right. Then we got the classic Evernote. This is another application that at this point everyone should have, and I'm curious, how do you use it? It's such a flexible tool. Yeah, I actually got recommended to Evernote by a friend, and I was like, I don't really want to do that. I just used the Notes app on my phone before that. But since I've started using it, like it's helped me organize like everything, anything that comes into my mind, like an idea or something. And I especially use it for like videos, because I have it on my phone, my Macs, my iPad, and when I'm filming videos, I can take all my notes there, have everything quick to look at on my phone, and I can type it up on my computer, and it's everywhere I want it to. And just a simple to-do list if I got to run to the store and get a few things. I love it.
Yeah, no, it's an amazing tool. Now, are you using the iPhone application mainly as a viewing tool, or are you actually inputting stuff on there as well?
I normally input everything from my Macs if I'm doing it for like a video, but if it's like a little like to-do list or to buy list or something like that, I do it on my phone.
And finally, words with friends. Addiction.
It's my addiction. I started playing it, and I literally spent like 3 days, wake up in the morning, start playing it, go to sleep at night, still playing it, and fall asleep with it in my hand.
How many games are you playing at the same time?
I have 10 notifications. I've actually been trying to take a break from it right now.
That's funny.
My viewers keep trying to like send me requests to play games, and like I cannot do this. I will not have any time to do anything else during the day.
The second application we ever reviewed on App Judgment was Chess with Friends. We did Hanging with Friends recently, and that whole series of With Friends is just phenomenal. Really well done. Simple concepts, really well done. And you're saying you weren't a big fan of Hanging with Friends though, right?
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I just didn't get it that much. I like the idea of Words with Friends. Like me and my dad, like we both are really competitive with everything, and when I downloaded that on his phone, he was like, I'm not going to play this. And he started playing it, and he's more addicted to it than I am, which is really, really bad.
Very cool. Well, Ty, thanks a lot. These are really good picks. I'm curious to see how often your homepage is going to change. So come back often. Welcome to Revision 3.
Right.
Congrats on the show launch. All right, guys, make sure you check out Ty's iHelp now on revision3.com/Ty's iHelp, where he already has a 7-episode running start. Also, make sure you subscribe on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, and post your Android and iOS home screens on our Facebook page. We'll see you next week.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense. Let's do a thing.
Welcome to App Judgment or whatever. Flickr's got this thing they're doing. Annie has an Amazon Kindle Fire question for you.
Would you call it a burning question, Jackie?
It might be smoking.
I made a pun!
Oh,